Hello and welcome back to Cons of the Steppe. In between episodes, there was a patch, and this patch, well, it didn't really change very much. I mean, it was a very long patch and there were a lot of changes, but in terms of things that we could go over and that would actually impact our gameplay, not really a lot. I was kind of looking at it thinking, there's so much written here, something's gotta be, like, impactful, but realistically, not so much for us. I guess the main thing that I saw in the patch is that the Pisa system, they have fixed it so that it no longer spams you with events. This was something that apparently was happening quite a lot because it unlocks the ability for your vassals, tributaries, and adventurers to ask you for things, which basically meant that the AI would non-stop ask you for things, which led people to being very unhappy because there's also, as far as I'm aware, no way to undo this decision. But it doesn't really affect us because you need to have the ledger innovation, and we are about 489 years away from that. Obviously we're a little bit closer because at some point it'll be a fascination or something, but yeah, not really a major problem for us. While I was in this decisions menu though, I looked at this one, Devise Pleasure Dome, and this is interesting. So what this does is it gives you a special building. And this special building gives you tax, increases your herd income, increases your monthly prestige, increases initial hostile scheme success chance and personal scheme success chance, and gives you herd conversion into horde riders, and gives you herd capacity, and gives you court grandeur. It's a very good building. Oh yeah, also reduces the cost of feasts by 50%. It's a very, very good thing. And we're only about 140 gold off? Oh, sorry, not even that, 121 gold off. So, yeah, this is incredible. I think this is probably worth buying, and we're able to do it now. However, it does say that it builds it in the capital of its county, which is interesting. So that means it would, in theory, build it here. And it would give us a building here, which is odd because if we were to migrate, I guess it would just stay here. So it kind of implies that you wouldn't want to migrate, you just want to stay here. In fact, there's not really a lot in the game that makes you feel like you want to migrate. I was noticing that, like, the migration cost was way higher than the cost of just sitting there and waiting for it to become, like, you know, abundant grazing or whatever, right? Like, we're much better off just sitting here waiting for it to become abundant grazing than we are, like, actually moving. I guess if we were to move somewhere like the Cumans, then it would be different because they kind of control the entire empire that we'd be moving into. So that would make it different in terms of a move, as long as they don't lose any land. But yeah, for us right now, it's unlikely we're going to move again. Despite me wanting to move again because they obviously want that to be a mechanic, the game doesn't reward it, so it makes it difficult to justify migrating at this point. I don't know. Anyway, I am unmarried, apparently, because my wife is dead. And my brother is unmarried as well. So I think it's time that we marry us off and then go through some of these other things that we've got to do. So, let's marry us off. So who are we looking to marry? Now, are we maxed on children? Probably not, but like we're pretty close. Do we want somebody who's just going to increase our stats? Like a spouse who's just really, really good at stats? I mean, we already have 3 concubines. Yeah. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just switch this to all. So everybody's now eligible. Then we're going to say that they need to give us, I think the right way, like, is there anyone who gains prestige? Yes, okay. So we have to gain prestige. Then we're going to look for, is there sum of all skills? Yeah. So we'd be looking at our cousin, Ipek, here, who is our woman already. Okay. I mean, her stats are pretty good, minus intrigue. But intrigue would probably get better if she wasn't maimed and ill. Well, ill doesn't affect intrigue, but if she wasn't maimed, well, I mean, it's only -2. We could marry her. That would make a lot of sense. She stops being a concubine. Well, okay, that's fine. Could also hold a grand wedding if we wanted to. I don't know if we want to hold a grand wedding. I think we're fine without one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's marry our cousin. Wonderful. Right. So that's fine. Next up, do we want a new concubine? We got anybody who's suitable? We kind of want to be maxed out, right? Because otherwise we take a penalty. Yeah, we take a very, very small penalty, but we take a penalty. I don't know who we're gonna like have as our concubine here. How about Yildiz, because she's unlikely to have any children and she's literally just filling the concubine slot. Yeah, I mean it says medium chance, but I'm fairly certain that in like a couple of years it'll be a 0% chance, so that's fine. Right, children like guardians? No, they don't. Brother needs to marry, right? Yes. Now our brother, I don't really know who he's gonna marry. Let's turn this back onto that. Let's go to marriage 1. There's nobody who fits. Is that because his age? Okay, let's go 35. There we go. Right, she'll do. Yeah, I mean, it's the best marriage he's gonna get, so let's do it. Right, anything else that we need to do here? Low control in counties. Okay, so these must be that county and that county. Okay, well, go in here. We'll find the people who have high martial, like you. Get you to increase control. You've also got high martial. Why don't you increase control in... Which one was it? I've lost it. What was it called? It's this one. Okay. Yeah, increase control there. Wonderful. So that will get us a little bit more herd from those two. Call for an assembly? Sure, we'll call for an assembly, boosting the fertility of the land that we're in. Wonderful, that seems good. Next, hold court. Sure, let's hold court. Empty granaries. I can pay money and get county investment. Give you tax relief. I don't really care about your holding taxes. Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. I don't care what your holding taxes are. They're probably nothing, right? Wait a second. Actually, I think holding taxes are literally nothing for people because, yeah, like you get 0 tax. So yeah, literally, it was nothing. Because nomadics don't get tax because they only get money from their, yeah, from their domicile. So yeah, that, and from raiding and other such things. So yeah, that doesn't... What an odd event, actually. My lord, I'm sure someone in the... Well, I guess they could have been not been nomadic, but I'd need to go back and check who they were. Anyway. My lord, I'm sure someone in the Khaganate is trying to harm my wife. Don't care. My vassal approaches the throne with a young man in tow. My liege in Khagan, my acquaintance, yeah, don't care. Right. Cool. We can go on a hunt, we can start a legend. I'm not going to do either. Brother can marry in a minute. Right. I can change your contract. There we go. Give me more herd. Right. And then we'll unpause. You're no longer my caravan master. Oh. Because you're maimed or because you're my wife? I'm going to assume because you're my wife? Probably. Well, in which case, you shall be my new caravan master. Right. Be invited to a hunt. I don't really want to go to someone else's hunt, no. Right. We could go on a grand tour. I mean, they do get you money. Could be an okay option. Potentially. The only problem with it is that we wouldn't really be going through lands which gets us a lot of experience, but it would get us money. Like if we were to do something like a taxation tour, and then go like something like this, that would get us quite a lot of money, apparently, like in theory. I'm just going to select this one for all of them. There we go. Right. And then I was just looking at where we'd actually get, like, we get experience here, but you see what I'm meaning? We're not getting experience anywhere else. We'd have to go off the beaten path, maybe to some We get some for the battle there, and then maybe over here? Yeah, that could work. We'd have to spend a lot up front, though. But if we make our money back, that could definitely be worth it. Yeah, maybe we do that as a way of making money. This increases prestige gain. I'm not really interested in that. I would like to increase the starting success, but actually it doesn't matter because if we do a long enough tour, we're going to get the success to max anyway. Yeah, and then what's this? This is desert. Roaming bandits. I think I could customize the route here, right? So what's this? This is Bashbelik. So what I'd want to do is I'd want to go here. Yeah, and then after Bacchus, which is this one, want to just go there, and then after this one, I'd want to go out here. There we go. That makes sense. I think this is probably a little too far away, but yeah, let's apply. Let's go on a tour. Now, I should also be able to raid at the same time, so if I create us a little rally point over here, say, I should be able to go on quite a raid. So let's raise local raiders. Yeah, there's a lot I can get here. How strong are you? Not at all. Wonderful. Great news. Right, now we've started our tour. A ransom. Thank you very much. Right. And now we raise our troops. We'll let the traitor be known to all. A neighboring ruler has lost a war, which isn't a huge deal. And we have arrived at the Grand. Let's get to it. Yeah, so increase control in that land by a little bit. Increasing control is good across these different bits of land, because if we increase control, they're going to gain more herd because they're all paying us herd. They're going to pay us more herd. And, well, you get the idea. Also, this is why I didn't increase the starting success chance. Look how far through we are. We've only just started. Ooh, vassal herd contribution. I hadn't noticed that. That's cool. Alright, let's get to it. The development doesn't matter. Usually it does, but the herd contribution is nice. Right. I can demand herd from you. Sure, why not? I'm sure it said in the patch notes, can no longer mug herders. So I'm assuming what they mean by can no longer mug herders is that you can't just go in here and be like, hey, give me your herd over and over and over again. But anyway. Staying with vassals and having a change of scenery has been nice, but the constantly changing layouts become increasingly confusing. When left to my own devices, I really know where to look for commonplace necessities, like where I may find a midnight snack. Haphazardly bungling through Princess Osgul's castle, I chance opening a door only to find Osgul and her consorts, Konsek, Kutin, and Pangteli, standing precariously close, seemingly on the brink of something intimate. My vassal betrays a wry smile and beckons me closer. Yeah, sure, why not? Out of turn. During the tour of the barony of Beshbalik, I am locked in conversation with my vassal Princess Osgul about the glory of warfare and strife, when she is interrupted by one of her courtiers. Although the lowly courtier spoke completely out of turn, Princess Osgul of Beshbalik strangely did not chastise her and allowed her to speak directly to me. Though what she had to say is quite interesting, this breaking of social etiquette has caught me quite off guard. We'll listen. Yeah, there's no reason not to. Gets us monthly lifestyle experience. That's nice. Hey, and we got our herd. Nice. Oh, I should check what my raid intent is here in a second. Hey, my daughter and friend, the daughter of wolves, has got to 16. She got monthly intrigue lifestyle experience. She got an intrigue education that gives her lifestyle experience. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I said that lifestyle experience bit, because it's not relevant and it happens every time, but my head, I was like, oh yeah, this must be worth talking about. Yeah, not sure what we're going to do with her yet. We'll wait, I think. Wait, I think that works for me. Princess Osgood has been quite the gracious host so far, showing me her lands and possessions with pride, so I'm immediately taken aback when she starts stammering and clearly trying to draw my attention away from apparently unremarkable door we are passing by. Are you hiding something from me, Osgood? I take advantage of her moment of stunned, shameful, guilty silence to push the door open. I'm surprised at what I find, a deposit of food, gold pieces, and general goods. You'll give me more stuff. She'll increase her feudal taxes to me. Are you feudal? You are feudal. Oh, alright then. Never mind. Commandeer everything, or I'll pretend I didn't see this. I don't know. I'll pretend I didn't see this for now. That's fine. Now I've got the hook on her. Can I now change her contract? I can. Let's increase her tax. Oh, I can't because I've already changed it. Yeah, I've already changed it, I think. Unreliable steed. My ride through the grounds of the barony of Beshbalak is brought to a sudden, jolting halt as I feel my prized horse stumble over a rock. Though it is quick to recover, I am only momentarily thrown off balance. I can hear members of my procession snickering behind me. I feel a little embarrassed, but I know it really isn't the animal's fault. A Kagan is meant to give off an air of untouchable regality and command the respect of all his subjects, and this instant has thrown off my image of perfection. If the beast slain and get me another, or everyone makes mistakes, we'll accept it for now. That's fine. Right. Wait, did that lose us stress because we're... I just realized that said we lost stress because we're vengeful. Surely it should be the other way around, right? If we're vengeful, then we would want to kill the beast. But anyway. We increased control here, got rid of unruly nomads. So increased popular opinion by quite a lot. That's good. Taxable extravagance. As I'm taken to see all the sights of the barony of Beshbalak, I'm beginning to notice the absolute opulence of it all. Though merely a duchess, Osgood lives in relative luxury and clearly has more than enough coin to go around. Looking at the sheer number of windows in her abode, I could introduce a window tax and bleed the duchess of her excess. Sure. She said no? Oh, I see. A parting demand. I've concluded my royal visitation of Beshbalak, and now my procession prepares to depart. Princess Osgood of Beshbalak and her court have all lined up neatly to see me part. With everyone present, it's time to collect tribute for restoring her of my presence. Yeah. She gave me tribute. Wonderful. Now, this army's ready, so let's head over here. What were we doing? Oh, I don't want to do terrorize. I want to do an adventure. There we go. Right. And we're off. Life of a ruler. We can choose inspired by tales or everybody loves a war story. Well, I have the choice of levies, which I don't use, or development growth that I don't use, and popular opinion, which I do. So I guess I will tell the first story. Wonderful. Right. We can demand herd. Sure, I'll do that. Wife has fallen pregnant. Oh, nice. Hey, we got some martial lifestyle experience for visiting somewhere. That's good. And let people know that other people are trying to kill them. Head over here. Lose some stress. And that will raid this one. Let traitor be known to all here. It's all fine. We'll do embellishment because that's the challenge one on that event. Cool. Next, holding. Caught outside, we do the challenge. A little bit of snow won't hurt anyone. I became ill. Apparently it will hurt me. Anyway, let's get to it. No more than is necessary. I'm feeling a little bit better. Wonderful. Nobody's home. We arrived at this guy and he just wasn't there. Alright. I mean, that's one way to get her to pay me money. Just don't be there. I have a daughter called Akgul. Wonderful. No, like, cool stuff with her, but, you know, I have the daughter. Right. Let's head here. You know what I've thought raiding could use? And I think I've thought this since CK2. What raiding could use is it could use a, like a pathing thing. You know how you can do pathing like this, right? It'd be really useful if you could say raid here, then here, then here, then here, then here, rather than you have to manually click each one. Like, just set like a little plan and just let them do it, rather than having to do each one of these, because it is a little bit of a pain. Anyway, why are you mad? Over 10 years in debt. You? 2 years in debt. Okay, well, I can fix you by giving you a little bit of money. There we go. Didn't really want to give that much. And then I can fix you as well. Right. That should kill the faction, because the popular opinion should change. Oh, hopefully. It did a little bit, but not by a lot. Oh, okay. As I continue to tour the grounds of the settlement of Jiren Saot, my host decides to take it upon himself to show off his hunting prowess. With everyone's attention fixed on him, Beg Kubasar of the Kubasarid Kimix fails to even graze his target, much to the amusement of my procession. While everyone laughs, I see an opportunity to outdo my host and show everyone how a Kagan fires an arrow. Well, I'm the better hunter, so I will beat him. Yes. Wonderful. Precarious prey. With my hunting bow at my side, a member of my party alerts me to the presence of a stag just below an embankment near our location. Standing at the edge of the cliff, I should be able to pierce its heart. For a skilled hunter such as I, it should be easy, but not without risk. The ground appears a little unsteady, but with careful footing I should be able to slay the beast without issue. Should be easy, or let someone else do it? That should be easy. That's even more renowned. My footing proves true and my aim even truer, as I fell the beast with a single arrow without so much as stumbling over the precarious precipice. The hunting party seems impressed, the grounds filled with the applause of my fellows. My host, Beg Kubasar of the Kubasarid Kimix, however, seems a little less than impressed. His face is full of scorn and envy. He claims my shot was entirely unimpressive. Can I get me more renown? No. Okay. That was the renown it said I was getting was from the previous one. I did not kill this as much as I thought it would, giving that money away. Wow. Okay. So I'm trying to... There's too many pop-ups. My cousin-in-law gave birth to a son. Cool. Wait. My cousin-in-law... Was that my wife? No. Just checking that it wasn't like a weird naming thing. So I'm trying to get it so I can see this and the events at the same time, but I don't think there's a good place to have this. Anyway. I guess I could close this and then I can see it on the side for when it finishes. That's probably the best way of doing it. Anyway. This person spoke out of turn. We've had this event. Vlur, do you want you to join us? I'm not going to imprison him. Let's just say no. I don't care. Precarious prey? Sure, I'll do that again. Alright, whatever. Let me have another 50 renown. Wait, I have people in my prison? Oh. Do you guys want to leave? Oh, my mistake. Just completely forgot you were there. I do apologize. It's been a couple of days, so... There we go. You can all join me. Wonderful. Hey, we finished raiding. So, now you're going to the next one. Continue raiding. Guess I really shouldn't have us on... I'm just thinking I shouldn't have us on adventure. Necessarily. Because... we don't really need the extra army loot capacity. I guess getting an extra herd is nice, though. Yeah, I guess that's the bit that I really want out of that. Here, household guard. Great. Is this as far as I want to go? Could get served the crown. Go down this way, but I think it might be time to pivot. So what do I want to pivot to? Could pivot into something like in here, if I've got something in here that I like. Designated terrain county fertility growth. Unlocks the designated terrain decision. So I can get it so that terrain that is that type gets a bonus. Well, that's cool, because I know exactly what it would be steppe for where we currently are. That's kind of cool, and then we could do all sorts of cool stuff with this. I don't really need anything past the first bit, but... is increasing our domain limit's nice. Yeah. Maybe I do this. Let's go... Yeah, let's go Marshall's... Oh, actually, no. Let's go Stewardship Intrigue with the Control Growth. And let's go down Inspector. Let's try that. What's this? Pay ransom. Alright. That's fine. Yep. Carry on. Neighboring ruler won a war. My vassal decided to show me to his barracks. Horses grunt and snort, eager for the riders to take them to charge. These are fine soldiers, but it seems a waste to have them idle all day. We'll do the challenge. Perhaps they can be managed more efficiently. We can try and get more efficient management and a lot more money. We did it. Wonderful. It's time for tribute. Hey, wonderful. Out of turn. Well, are you any good? Yeah, you're okay. You can join me at court. That's fine. Right, we've now arrived at the next place, and we're now at level 3. Bastard board. I'm no longer in... There is no longer the slightest doubt in my mind. My vassal, Princess Osgul, has given birth to a son, and we both know that I am his father. Thankfully, Osgul has kept quiet about me. No one should know the truth, at least for now. The world will know of my child. Secret exposed. We've revealed that is in fact my child. And I gain the adulterer trait. Oh well. It's fine. And I lost a level of devotion. No! What am I going to do with it? The same faith clergy opinion. Okay. Anyway, let trait to be known to all. Do we even have clergy? Well, we don't have a head of faith. None of you are clergy. And we also do not have... Let me go to my capital here. There's my capital. We do not have temples. So we don't have any clergy. So we lost a level of devotion that does nothing. Okay, cool. Next place. Captured a prisoner in our raid. We'll get 10 gold from. Wonderful. The Eye of the Beholder. Kochan has consistently astonished me with his intellect. A true thinker in our day, there is such potential in his skills and traits. I could certainly put both to good use instead of watching them wilt away here like a plant neglect of sun. I simply must have him in my court. I mean, he's alright, but, I mean, here's the thing. One of these is a challenge, so he could just disappear into the night. It did not go unnoticed. We have a daughter named Osgul, who is fecund. Fantastic. Request denied. Begum Giajak addresses me directly. My liege, I've been contemplating the matter and I've come to the conclusion I cannot agree to this request. Kochan is far too valuable to me in my court. Her gaze starts wandering around the room awkwardly. Why trade for something I can take, or that is unfortunate? I don't really want subjects to lose 30 opinion of me. I'll just say that's unfortunate. We lost the challenge. We don't need to double down. Right. Siege this one. Holding secrets. While visiting my vassal, Begum Giajak, in our holding in the Shurukan Kimix, I seemingly managed to lose my tour group, leaving me all alone in our quarters. Now, perhaps this would be the perfect opportunity to get to know her a tiny bit better. Maybe I should look around and see if I find any unusual items of interest or things she doesn't want me to find. Bed chambers are suspect, council chamber fit for shady dealings, or are better things to do. Alright, we have a choice of challenges. They're exactly the same. I'm going to go for bed chambers. Nothing to see here. Oh well then. Daughter fell ill, she has pneumonia. Oh. It's unfortunate. Next place. Neighboring ruler won a war. Taxable extravagance. Window tax or no window tax? Window tax. She avoided the tax. Time for tribute. Thank you for the 50 gold. Does this mean, by the way, that we can do that pleasure dome? We can! Ooh. Should we do it? Yeah, I mean, I don't see a reason not to. It's a pretty good thing. Yeah, let's do it. I have built the pleasure dome in my capital. So, wait, where's my capital? My capital. So we now have pleasure dome here, which is going to give us tax. So we actually have tax in our capital now, which is cool. Herd income's gone up by 15%. Monthly income up by, monthly prestige, sorry, up by 15%. Hundred scheme success chances, herd converted into horde riders also up. Herd capacity up 25% and court grandeur. So maximum herd capacity is now 82,000. Nice. Right. Oh, achievement unlocked in Xanadu. Build a pleasure dome. Cool. We did that. Beware of the highwaymen. Our procession continues down our planned route to Tokumbe when suddenly we come to an abrupt stop on Bonek's command. Stop, you fools! They said the road is infested with bandits and scoundrels of low character. We must divert. The route he proposes is longer, but he assures me it is safer. No, we must deliver justice to these lowlifes. The bandits wounded us. Well, that's unfortunate. We've arrived in the next place, and we're going to end the episode there, because I'm slowly losing my voice if it wasn't obvious. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Next time, we're going to come back, finish our tour, and then, I don't know, we'll see how much herd we have when we come back from this long raid, and when we disband the horde. We might... I'm thinking we're going to have 65,000, but we might have enough to become the greatest of all Khans. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.